to Mr. Satish Kumar. And I would like to thank you, Satish sir, for joining us. And looking forward to have your insight for our learners, where they can understand how Ministry of Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise can help them to fulfill their dreams of entrepreneurship and the startups they want to run. So I again welcome Mr. Satish Kumar sir. Thank you very much for joining us. Jay sir, I would request you to brief the sir's profile to our learners.
Thank you, Dr. Piyush sir. So we are honored to introduce Sri Satish Kumar sir, an esteemed uh, he is holding an esteemed position as Assistant Director at MSME in the Department of Ministry of Microfinance, Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise. And he is also specialized in intellectual property rights with over 15 years of experience in policy formulation and program design. Sri Satish Kumar sir plays a pivotal role in driving the innovation and support initiatives tailored for MSMEs. His extensive background in the IPR and collaboration with various ministries have contributed to shaping policies and the programs that empower MSMEs. Sri Satish Kumar sir's multifaceted expertise, international exposure, and commitment to advancing innovation underscores his contribution to sustainable growth and development in this sector. Key responsibilities handled by Sir was implementation of intellectual property rights and innovation support programs for MSMEs, membership in ministerial task force and committees for defense sector exports, and selection of incubators. Handling matters pertaining to exports, e-commerce, trainings, then GI promotion and innovation. He also played important role in drafting MSME scheme guidelines, policies, and notes on intellectual property and rights, innovation, and other MSME initiatives by the Government of India. Sir is presently holding Assistant Director position at the Office of Development Commissioner. We are privileged to have Sri Satish Kumar sir and to share his insights during this expert session. We welcome you, Satish Kumar sir. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jaya, for this wide introduction of mine. And I think you covered all these things why what I have been in different position in doing my journey with the Government of India. And today's topic on entrepreneurship development, as everyone well aware about, the Ministry of MSME has taken lots of initiative for the development of entrepreneurship among the Indian youth. In today's session, I'm going to give you some insight about what are the different programs and schemes of the Government of India we have, which can help these potential enterprises, potential entrepreneurs to develop their businesses. I hope I have screen sharing rights here.
Yes, Satish sir, you have.
Okay. So just wait a second. So I'm sharing my screen here. Is it visible? Yes, a second.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. So when we're talking about entrepreneurship, there are very so many elements which helps an enterprise to grow their business. And here in MSME, we have lots of programs and schemes supporting this entrepreneurship development. But the one major thing which needs to be kept in mind when you are applying to those benefits available from Government of India, it's very much important whether you are an MSME or a startup. The first thing you have to keep in your mind that you are registered, you are recognized with the Government of India. So if you are starting your business as an MSME, you require to register your enterprise with Ministry of Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprises. If you're starting your journey as a startup, again, you require to register your enterprise with the Startup India Hub. Then only you will be able to apply for those benefits. So this is the first condition. So I will start my presentation how whenever you are having some idea that you want to start your own enterprise, how you can recognize your enterprise with with the Ministry of MSME and a Startup India Hub, and apply for all those benefits. So during the COVID period only, I think Arpan has raised hand. So can I take all these questions after my presentation? There will be a separate question answer session. So I will try to answer all those questions.
Sure, Satish sir. We will do that at the end.
Okay. During the COVID period only, this definition of MSME has been revised so that there will be more, registration, more easy to, register your enterprise with the Ministry of MSME. So earlier we used to have like manufacturing-based enterprises, service-based enterprises. Now we had, eliminated criteria of defining these manufacturing or service-based enterprises. Now we have come up with the revised definition of defining MSME in India, which is based on their investment in plant and machinery and equipments. Like if they are manufacturing-based enterprises, they might purchase, install some machines in their enterprises. If they are service-based enterprises, they are using some kind of equipment. So one thing is there. Another is their annual turnover. So based on their investment, plant and machinery, oblique equipment, and their annual turnover, based on these two criteria, we're defining the MSMEs in India. So there are different, ceiling if they are, having, different level of investment. And based on that, we have defined MSME into three categories. One is a micro, another one is a small enterprises, and last one is the medium enterprises. So basically, if any industry in India who is having their investment in plant and machinery less than 50 crore and their annual turnover is not exceeding 250 crore, they are basically MSME. So they can apply and for this MSME certificate by approaching the Ministry of MSME. So now, how someone can register their enterprise as an MSME, how they can get this MSME certificate. And for that, Ministry of MSME has a dedicated portal. This portal is called Udyam Registration Portal, and you can access this portal by visiting udyamregistration.gov.in. That is a website, udyamregistration.gov.in portal. By visiting this website, you can apply for the MSME registration. And this registration is completely fully online, paperless, and based on self-declaration. That means Government of India is not going to ask for any documents. Whatever you are declaring in your application, that will be taken. Only your Aadhaar number is required for registration of this MSME. So by visiting this portal, it's completely free of cost. It takes only 5 minutes for registration of your enterprise with Government of India. And after registration, you will get a certificate. And if you can see on the screen, this is a kind of certificate will be provided by the Ministry of MSME. And this certificate is called Udyam Registration Certificate. And there will be all the details on this certificate about your enterprise. And whenever you are going to apply for any benefits as an MSME enterprise, you require to submit this copy of this certificate. And based on this certificate, you can avail all these benefits available to micro, small, and medium enterprises. So there are two conditions. One is if your turnover is less than 250 crore and your plant and machinery investment is not more than 50 crore, you are eligible for this MSME registration. And once you register, you become eligible for all benefits available to micro, small, and medium enterprises. Now, a few of the benefits I will discuss here. As per the Government of India policy, any central government department, any ministry, any PSU, CPSU departments, or autonomous body of Government of India, compulsory 1/4 of their procurement should be done from the micro and small enterprises only. Like you might heard about Ministry of Railway, Defense Ministry, they are buying in bulk, like their order are huge. Like Ministry of Railway required these MSME enterprises for some installation of seats in their railway coaches, and they have different kind of requirements. So as per this policy, 1/4 of their total procurement will be done through the micro and small enterprises only. So already this 1/4 has been reserved for these registered small and micro and small enterprises. And another benefit of this MSME registration, when an enterprise is participating in some government tender, they require to pay certain tender costs, earnest money deposit required when they are participating in government tender. But if you are having this MSME registration, as per this MSME policy, these MSME registered enterprises are exempted to pay any kind of earnest money deposit, any kind of tender cost. So it is again a huge benefit to encourage these MSME enterprises to participate in government tenders. Because sometimes they don't have enough money to pay, give these earnest money deposit, or if the multiple tenders they want to apply, it could be a huge amount to be, reserved as an earnest money deposit. So in case of micro small enterprises, they don't require to give any earnest money deposit, any tender cost. Then another benefit is here, price quote will be L1 plus 15%. So generally, when someone participate in some tender, a tender is awarded to the person who has quoted the lowest bid, lowest amount of the proposal has been submitted will be awarded the proposal. But in case of registered MSMEs, even they have not given the lowest price, but their given price is within this 15% of the bracket. That means they are not the lowest, but within the 15% of this bracket, again they will be given opportunities to supply those goods. Okay, even they are not the lowest bidders. So here, this bidding criteria for these micro small enterprises will be L1 plus 15%. So there will be this bracket. There are 358 items has been reserved for the specifically for the micro, small, and medium enterprises. Like other large entities cannot manufacture those items. There is a collateral-free loan schemes also. So I will discuss in my future slides about these schemes. Another important element of this MSME policy is MSMEs are protected against delay payment. So there is a policy of MSME, which policy this policy is called Delay Payment Act. And as per this Delay Payment Act, every micro small enterprises should receive their payment within 45 days of time from the date of supply of their goods. So when the date in the date when they supply their goods, within 45 days of time, they should receive their payment. So no one can exceed that date, this 45 days of time. So they are protected against any kind of delay payments. So their payments are not stuck, so they can easily operationalize their businesses. In case they are not getting their payment within this 45 days of time, so they are having the opportunity to file a complaint on a dedicated portal for this purpose. That portal is called MSME Samadhan portal. On that Samadhan portal, they can register their complaint, and then Government of India come into the picture, and they will take up the matter with the defaulter and ask them to make the payment along with the penal interest. So this act is also very much important in terms of providing, facilitating these MSME for catching the need of delay payments. So this is about few benefits of MSME. There is another entity through which you can start your business as a startup. Sometimes you are having more technical solutions, some new kind of solution for the society, and then you want to start your business as a startup. Generally, we consider startup anything new being started. We call them startup, but that is not the right thing. From the eyes of the government, there are few criteria which needs to be satisfied, which needs to be satisfied to register your entity as a startup. So majorly there are three criteria which needs to be satisfied for the entity to register themselves as a startup with Government of India. Number one, the entity, that enterprise, the period of existence, their period of existence will be not more than 10 years. So maximum when you get your certificate of incorporation from the date of your company's incorporation, from that date, maximum 10 years you can enjoy as a startup status. So that the period of existence and operation should not be exceeding 10 years from the date of incorporation. So when you start your company, maximum 10 years, you can enjoy this startup status. Then uh, annual turnover. Second criteria is annual turnover. So that entity annual turnover is not should not be exceeding 100 crores in any of the financial year from the date of its incorporation. So when you start your company, if any of the financial year your annual turnover exceeded 100 crore, then you will be not be able to enjoy the startup status. Third, there should be some innovation. So that kind of product, kind of process, kind of service you have derived, your startup is having some kind of scalable business model which can create, which can provide more innovative solution to the society, can create employment generation, and having some scalable business model. So there should be some kind of innovation which required to be registered as a startup. So these are the three major criteria for the startup registration. And for that purpose, again, you have to visit a particular website, that is a startupindia.gov.in. By visiting this website, you can submit your application for startup registration. And uh, after, if you're satisfying all these criteria, you can get your startup registration certificate from DPIT Startup India Hub. And there are benefits of the startup registration, like for the first 3 years there is no labor inspections to the startup. And they are getting, for first years they are also getting tax rebates, uh, uh, as a startup they are getting tax rebates. And there is no long term capital gain tax. There is so much incubation facilities is available from government of India to the startup. And the funds has been created to provide the credit facilities to the all these startups. So there are various benefits of the startup registration as well. Now, when you are starting your entrepreneurship journey, lots of IP being created, because you are coming with a new kind of business model, new kind of concept. You have lots of creativity and creative endeavor have been involved when you are starting, you're working on a new ideas. So lots of IP will be generated. And every business, any new business who's entering the market, it's very much important to protect all these intellectual creations. So to provide the IP support to the startups, to the individual enterprises, to the MSMEs, lots of support is also available from Government of India. uh, Ministry of MSME is also providing IP support to these startups and MSME. What they're doing, they have set up the IP facilitation center across the country. As of now, they have 77 IP facilitation center across this country, and this IP facilitation center is a single point of contact to cater all IP need of these industries. So like they require any kind of queries, any kind of services related to the IPR, intellectual property, they can approach the center and they provide all the solution under the single roof. So if you're talking about their services, uh, like various kind of services they are providing through these IPFCs, like they are doing IP searches, prior searches, patentability searches, providing all kind of advisory and consultation to these startups and MSME. They are, free of cost. They are drafting all these patent application, trademark application, GI, copyright, design, any form of IP you have, free of cost. Through these centers, you can file your IP. Then after registration, again you required services for the maintenance of your IP. You are facing some kind of infringement issues, so how to enforce your IP? Again, it post protection level, they are providing various kind of services in terms of enforcement of these IPs. So they are doing like a freedom to operate searches. They are conducting proper IP watch, and also helping in transfer of their technology through the licenses and assignment of those technologies. So various kind of IP and technology support is also available from these IPFCs. set up by Ministry of MSME. Apart from that, there is a reimbursement support for registration of IP. So any registered MSME, if they have filed some patent, trademark, GI application, design application, whatever expenditure incurred on the registration of these IP, they can file a reimbursement to the Ministry of MSME by visiting their portal and submit their application online for filing this reimbursement support. So like if any MSME have filed Indian patent, they can get up to 1 lakh rupees reimbursement support in the form of grant from the MSME. If they are filing some foreign patent, like they are filing their patent in foreign countries, again for each patent application, 5 lakh rupees granted available from Ministry of MSME. Now, for geographical indication, 2 lakh rupees. For Indian trademark, 10,000 rupees. And for foreign trademark registration, 1.5 lakh rupees is available from Ministry of MSME. For design registration, Indian design patent registration, 15,000 rupees is available in the form of grant to the MSME. And if they're filing the design application in foreign countries, then again 1.5 lakh rupees is available from Ministry of MSME in the form of grant. Now the another component they have added to this IPR support, now they are setting up technology transfer facilitation center, we call it TTFCs. Now this TTFC is also nodal point of contact to facilitate all the invention, helping these inventors to transfer their technology, to license those technologies. Also, if an MSME required some kind of technologies, 70% of the licensing fees will be reimbursed by the Ministry of MSME. So like generally MSME are visiting different countries, in some advanced countries, and they're saying like they found some technologies which is very much useful for them, and but they are not having enough money to buy those technologies. But in case now through this scheme, if they are acquiring all these technologies, all these technology through the licensing, so whatever the licensing fees they paid, 70% of the cost will be reimbursable from the Ministry of MSME side. So these are the IP support from the Ministry of MSME. Apart from that, various ministries are also helping these startup, these MSME for registration of their IP. Like Indian Patent Office, IP India Office is providing support for providing subsidies on the filing cost of the IP. Like if you see 8,800 rupees is required for offline filing of the patent application. 8,000 is required for online filing of the patent application. But if you are a startup, if you are an MSME, if you are an academic institution, an individual innovator, if you are filing in this category, your application, 80% rebate will be given in government fees. Now, if you're a startup, MSME, academic institution, individual innovator, 1,750 rupees required for offline filing of the application, means physically you are submitting your application, and 1,600 rupees is only required for online filing of the application. Similarly, for the industrial design, some people also call it design patents. So industrial design, 4,000 is the original fees, but for the startup, for the MSMEs, for the individual, it's just 1,000 rupees. Then in trademark registration also, like any business you start, any kind of company you're starting, any whether it's a small business or a big business, you have to establish your brand identity in the market. So you have to start any name you have thought for your company. You require to register that name as your goodwill, as your brand. And the best way to establish a goodwill to file the trademark registration. Here also for the trademark registration, 50% rebate is given by IP India office for the MSME startup or individual enterprises. Like original fees is 10,000 and 9,000 rupees. But if you are a startup, MSME, or individual innovator, 5,000 is application fees for trademark registration for offline filing of the application. And if they're filing online, 4,500 rupees is only required for filing of the application. There's another important scheme for the startups that is called SIPP scheme of DPIT. So basically under this scheme, DPIT has empaneled various IP lawyers, IP attorneys, and these empaneled IP attorneys, IP lawyers will be providing free of cost the professional services to these startups. So those are having this DPIT registration for their startup company, they can approach to these empanel IP lawyers and IP attorneys, and these empanel IP attorneys will provide free of cost this professional service for the filing of their patent, trademark, and design application. So whatever their cost, that will be reimbursed later on by the IP India office to these attorneys, but they will not charge any amount to these startups. So if you are looking, if you're visiting, you want to get whom to approach, you want to find out these panel attorneys, the list of all these facilitators for patent, trademark, and design is available on Startup India website. And this is a website. And on this website, by name, by location, jurisdiction, sector wise, you can search the available attorneys, available facilitator, available to your nearby locality, and accordingly you can approach them. The only thing, you have to submit the copy of your startup registration. So as I mentioned, to get all these benefits, it's very much important. So whatever enterprise you have, you should have your either your MSME registration certificate or startup registration certificate. Then only you will be able to apply all these benefits. So the in terms of IP, there is a United Nations mandate to provide IP support to the developing countries. And now the WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, which is a United Nations organization, comes into the picture, and they are having the mandate to developing the innovation ecosystem in developing countries. And this WIPO is having a particular program for these developing countries, which is called Technology and Innovation Support Centers. So these technology and innovation support centers are similar like IPFC's, Intellectual Property Facilitation Center. They're also catering the need of these startups, innovators, in terms of commercializing all these innovations, and they are providing similar kind of services. So as of India, we have these centers, test centers available. If you want to find out these test centers in different countries, you can visit the WIPO website, that is wipo.int, where you will find this column, Find My Test, and you can search for particular countries, whatever the test centers are available there. So you can search for the African countries, also Asian countries, different countries you can search. So I had just prepared this list of test centers available in India. So METI is also Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, is also supporting the startups and MSMEs for providing the patent filing support. So any MSME or startup filing their patent in the communication technology domain, in the information technology domain, so they are eligible for the reimbursement up to rupees 15 lakh rupees per invention, or 50% of expenses incurred on the filing of the patent application. So whatever the amount is less, they will be eligible for getting this reimbursement support the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Then TIFAC is also having this IPR mandate, and they have set up this patent facilitation center. And this patent facilitation center is also providing free of cost all this patent filing support to the academic institutions. So generally, if the academic institution, they want to file some patent application, they can approach either through these PICs in their states, or directly they can write to the TIFAC for filing of the patent. And TIFAC assess whether it is having, basically it is patentable or not. And based on the assessment, they provide the support for filing of the patent application through the PFCs. DRDO is also supporting the entrepreneurship, especially in the defense-related industries. And for that purpose, DRDO has given free access to all these patents, available with them. Like anybody who want to use this patent and set up some kind of industry in the defense sector, they can set up free of cost. They don't require to pay any licensing fees, any kind of royalty payments to the DRDO. free of cost, they can access and use this technology for development of their industries. So, Ministry of Defense, DRDO is also helping the Indian entrepreneurs if they are having some mindset and some ideas to support the defense sector in India. Now, the BIRAC is also having a similar kind of mandate, and especially to catering and protecting the technology in the biotech industries. They are also setting up these, empaneling various kind of technically competent agencies to support these MSME, startup, and academy institutions for all these research and development in biotech industries. So they are also providing, IP support to these academic solution SMEs and startup, especially getting inventions, in the biotech industry. So they are also setting up these technical industries, competent agencies to provide the IPR support to these, stakeholders. Now, last one for the IP, this CPAM. So this is also a professional body set up under the aegis of DPIT, Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, which is a part of Ministry of Commerce and Industry. And as you're aware that in 2016, we got our first IP policy, and which this IP policy is having 7 mandates, 7 objectives to create a conducive environment of intellectual property rights in India. And to fulfill this mandate, the 7 objective of this national IP policy, which was the first India's national IP policy, this professional body has been created. We called it CPAM, Cell for IPR Promotion and Management. And this CPAM is providing all kind of technical support to academic institutions, enforcement agency, police people, judges, custom and custom officers, universities, and chambers and industrial association to providing technical support for generating this IP ecosystem in the country. So suppose in the university level also they required some kind of they want to done some technical programs on the IPR, and they want to, maybe they required to set up their IP policy for the academic institution, for the university. They can approach to these CPAM, and they will provide all kind of technical assistance for getting their IP need. Now, the next section of this my presentation, I will talk about funding schemes for the startup and MSME, and which is very important element in a startup and MSME journey. Like when you want to start your own business, the major thrust is always on the funding area, like how you raise a fund to start your own business. So here I will talk about few schemes which can help you to get some funding to start your enterprise with. So like others in MSME, we are also having this incubation program, and our incubation program is little different than other incubator. Like other incubator having full-fledged incubation facilities. In our incubation program, we are supporting the majorly education institutions and R&D centers, research and development centers, to become empanel themselves as an incubator with Ministry of MSME. As of now, we have 795 incubator with empanel with Ministry of MSME, and basic criteria like any general engineering colleges and different universities, they are having some kind of setup to provide some kind of incubation facilities to the students or any nearby industries who required some kind of incubation facilities to these universities. From these universities, they can avail. So once they empanel with the Ministry of MSME, Ministry of MSME is organizing various MSME idea hackathon. And through these hackathons, we are inviting the ideas from the students, from the faculty, from the researchers, individual innovators, or industry. And by participating these hackathons, they can submit their ideas, any kind of idea. Like we have not a particular segment or classification of the idea. Any idea they have, they can submit these ideas through participating in the MSME idea hackathon. So once they submit their ideas, and they require to choose a particular incubator, So suppose they choose GLA, a university as an incubator, and submit their idea. Once the idea being approved, now these GLA universities required to provide all kind of support, incubation support to for the development of this idea. So for the development of this idea, Ministry of MSME is providing 15 lakh rupees grantee and support to this innovator so that they can develop this idea, they can develop the prototype of the product, and this is completed grant money up to 50 lakh rupees is available. Now, if the two ideas got approved for particular incubator, now they can again ask for plant and machinery support up to rupees 1 CR. And after certain stage, uh, we are also shortlisting few of the incubatees if their idea is having potential to convert into a very having some commercial viability. And again, if they want to start their business, around 1 CR, up to 1 CR seed capital support is being provided by the Ministry of MSME after the in the commercialization stage. So this is one program we are running here. Apart from that, एक second. So apart from that, there is another component in this scheme, that is a design support to the industry. So as an enterprise, you require to continuously improve your product, improve your design, so that you have competitiveness in the market. Like if you are not continuously improving your product, some point of time you will be out of the market. So again, the industries are coming to us, and they like coming, and they are citing their design issue, their design problem, and the Ministry of MSME is providing this design solution by facilitating all these design support through these implementing agencies. So under the design intervention, we have empaneled various implementing agencies. As of now, we have ISC Bangalore, all the IITs, NITs, National Institute of Design. They are basically our implementing agencies, and the role of these implementing agencies is to provide design solution to the industry. So through our portal, these industries are coming and they're citing their design issues, and these design issues rooted through these implementing agencies. And now the implementing agency is submitting the design solution. So to provide development of the design, Ministry of MSME is providing granted support to these, for the design intervention. And we have two kind of projects which we are supporting. One is the professional design project. Under this professional design project, Ministry of MSME is providing 40 lakh rupees granted net support for the development of the design. So that industry can get 40 lakh rupees granted support for the development design if they are submitting design under the professional design category. Now, another design project we have, that is a student design project. So sometimes students are also coming to us and they are saying they can solve some kind of design issue of nearby industry. In that case, the student is ready to provide the his expertise. Industry is ready to work with that student. If both are agree, they will again go to the implementing agencies, and through the implementing agency again they will submit their design proposal. So for such kind of student design project, again 2.5 lakh rupees will be Ministry of MSME Government of India contribution for the development of the design. So these two design intervention we have, which is providing design solution to the industry. Now another program, which is the again Ministry of Science and Technology program, and this program is called Srijan, which is governed and administered by the TIFAC, which is basically autonomous body under the Ministry of Science and Technology only, DST. So this under this region program, again TIFAC as well as SIDBI both has created a revolving technology innovation fund, and through this revolving fund, they are supporting the MSME and startup uh, uh, to get the funding for commercialization of their technology. So any startup, any MSME who's having some kind of technology related project and looking for the funding opportunity to set up their enterprises, again, they can submit their proposal to the TIFAC or maybe SIDB website under this region scheme. And this project, this Srijan program is covering a project cost up to 2 CR. So if you are having some project proposal and up to 2 CR, project cost can be covered under this Srijan TIFAC program. Now, another program we have in Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, that is the Prime Minister Employment Generation Program. This is also a flagship program providing the self employment opportunities to the Indian youth. Any person who is having some idea and wants to start their own business, they can submit their application for the funding opportunity under this PMGP program. So basically, if you want to set up a manufacturing based enterprises, it covers up to 50 lakh rupees for the manufacturing and 20 lakh rupees for the services. So if you want to set up a service based enterprises, the project cost is covered up to 20 lakh and 50 lakh for manufacturing. Now the Ministry of MSME is providing subsidies over this project cost which is approved by the bank. So suppose there are different categories, eligibility for different categories of the subsidies. Like if you are a general category applicant and from the urban area, 15% of total project cost subsidy will be provided by Government of India. If you are general category applicant from rural area, 25% subsidy will be provided on the project cost by the Ministry of MSME. There is a special category. Special category means people from the SC community, ST community, OBC community, minorities, women applicant, people from the ex-service, ex-servicemen, physically handicapped people, people from northeastern region, hilly areas and border areas, they are eligible for 10% additional subsidies. So the special category applicant, if they are from the urban area, they will be getting 25% subsidies over their project cost. And if they are from the rural areas, they will be getting 35% subsidies over their project cost. So any person who is 18 years and above can apply for this scheme by visiting a simple portal. That portal is called kviconline.gov.in. By simply visiting this portal, they can submit their application and apply under this Prime Minister Employment Generation Program. So this is the first part of the scheme. If successfully they run their business for 3 years, again they can apply for the second dose of assistance, and which is covering a project cost up to 1 CR. And again on this project cost, they can they can get the subsidy amount ranging from 15% to 20% based on the category of the applicant. So again, they can get this 15 to 20% subsidies over this project cost of 1 CR as a second dose of assistance when they are successfully run their business for the 3 years. Another scheme, that is a Startup India seed fund scheme. This is also the scheme has been started in the COVID period only to support the startup from the concept level when they're developing the proof of concept and up to the commercialization level when they're actually launching the product in the market. So this scheme is providing full-fledged support to the startup, and their grant funding support is available at 2 stages. Number one, the startup will be eligible for a funding support up to 20 lakh for the development of the proof of concept or doing some product trials. So for the prototype development, they will be getting 20 lakh rupees. That will be in the form of grant. So this is the first part of the scheme. Then second part of the scheme, they will be also eligible for 50 lakh rupees for the market entry and commercialization. That will be in the form of debt-linked instrument. That is, it is a loan. So 50 lakh rupees loan facility they will get in the second stage. Now this loan period will be maximum for 5 years, and 12-month moratorium period will be provided to the startup. Then again, the criteria to get this funding, they require to recognize registered with the DPIT, which I have started already cited during my beginning of my presentation. Like everybody, any startup who want to avail this benefit, they have to be recognized with the Government of India. So again, the condition that they require to be recognized with the Government of India, then only they can avail for this benefit. So those are looking to this Startup India Seed Fund scheme, they can visit this startupindia.gov.in website, and they can choose the incubator and submit and their application if they're looking for this granted support and funding support from Startup India Hub. Another program as of now, Ministry of MSME is running, that is called CGT MSE program. That is called Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises. So Ministry of MSME and SIDBI jointly created a trust, and this trust is called Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises. And a corpus of fund has been created under this trust. And basically, job of this trust to provide guarantee over the bank loan to all these startups or MSME when they're applying to the bank. Generally, when they're applying to the bank, banks are reluctant to provide the loan facility as they are not having to bring something as collateral. So in this scheme, the government becomes the guarantor of the startup or the applicant, so that when they're applying to the funding, the banks are not reluctant. They are providing because the government is the guarantor. In case they failed, they get defaulted, the government has to pay on the behalf of the applicant. So basically, under the scheme, the scheme is providing collateral-free loan up to 5 CR. In my scheme, 2 CR only, but now we have increased the limit. Now it's 5 CR. So up to 5 CR project cost being covered under the this CGT MSME program. So any new as well as existing enterprises can apply under the CGT MSME program, and they can approach to any bank and apply under this CGT MSME scheme. Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana basically is for the those are looking for a small amount of money to set up some tiny enterprises, and this scheme is covering project cost up to 10 lakh rupees. And any bank, any branch of the bank can be approached to avail, apply funding under the Mudra Yojana. Another scheme we have, that is Stand Up India scheme. Under the Stand Up India scheme, every branch of the bank has been assigned a target to facilitate a loan to at least one women borrower or at least one SC or ST based enterprises. So each branch has been assigned this target to facilitate this loan to at least one women borrower or one ST borrower, and this scheme is covering a project cost up to 1 CR. This again a collateral-free loan to the enterprises. In case they are a partnership firm, so the 51% shareholding should be in the name of either a women applicant or the STSC applicant. Then they are again eligible for apply under the Stand Up India scheme. So again, any branch of the bank can be approached for availing the benefit under the Stand Up India scheme. So these are the few schemes providing funding opportunity. Apart from that, we have other schemes also which are supporting in terms of marketing and catering the need of infrastructure and common facilities. So I just try to give you some insight about these schemes. We are also running one entrepreneurship and skill development program, Ministry of MSME, and we are partnering various institutions to cater skill need and entrepreneurship need of the of the Indian youth. Especially, we are targeting the students from the colleges who come out after completion of their education, their graduation or maybe master degree, and looking for some kind of skills so that the perspective of their employability can be increased. So we are running different kind of programs to support the entrepreneurship in India. Like we have the IMC Industrial Motivational Campaign, we have EAP in the Entrepreneurship Awareness Program, we have ESDP Entrepreneurship Cum Skill Development Program, we have Management Development Program. Through this program, we are providing some kind of skill sets, some kind of creating some kind of awareness for employment creation through this skill development. So another we have a program that is a procurement of marketing support program, and basically this program is taking care of providing a marketing support to the MSMEs and industries. When any MSME is participating in some trade fair and exhibition, now under this program we are providing subsidies. So like if they are metro cities, they can get 1.5 lakh rupees, 1.25 lakh rupees subsidy amount when they're participating in the trade fair and exhibition, and for the other cities is 80,000 rupees for participating in these exhibitions. So they can get this subsidies when they are participating in this exhibition approved by the Ministry of MSME. We are also running this Spooty program, schemes for fund for regeneration of traditional industries. And under this program, we are providing the facilities, or setting up these clusters for the traditional industries. So here, if they funding support up to 5 CR is available, if that cluster is comprising more than 500 artisans, and if the artisan up to 500, then 2.5 crore rupees granted and available from the Ministry of MSME to set up these Spooty clusters to support these traditional industries. And here, basically, government, non-government, NGOs, trusts are applying, and they are creating a kind of SPV, and through that they are implementing various approved activities under this Spooty cluster program. Similar to that, we have MSME CDP program, like a micro small enterprises cluster development program. Again, here any kind of common facilities can be created for this CDP, like any industries who are having common interests and looking for some common facilities. Up to 20 crore they can get granted support from Ministry of MSME to creating these common facilities under this micro, small and medium enterprises cluster development program. So these are the few schemes we have which are taking care of different need of the industry, whether they're looking for funding, intellectual IP support, technology support, innovation support, marketing support, infrastructure. And these are very much essential, very much important element for an enterprise when they are launching their product in the market. So these are the few schemes. I could not cover all these schemes, but if you're looking for more information about these schemes and the program and different new component, new schemes launched by the Ministry of MSME, so you can visit our website, that is msme.go.in. On this website, you will get lots of information about these schemes and different programs you have. You can also visit this portal my.msme.go.in. On this portal, you can apply all these schemes at single place, available from Ministry of MSME site. So you don't require to visit different website. By just visiting this website, this portal, you can apply for all these schemes. Even this my.msme.go.in is also available on Google Play Store, so you can also download on your mobile phone, and from this mobile phone also you can access all these schemes. And another initiative we have taken, that is Champions Portal. This Champions Portal is also important because you'll get lots of latest information, and also this is a kind of grievance mechanism we have set up for the industry. Like if you are finding difficulties to avail any benefits of the MSME, and sometimes the banks are denying your loan, and you are not getting right kind of information how to apply, and any kind of difficulty you face, you can register your grievance on this Champions Portal, and then somehow through this portal only you'll get direction and get the information to how you can easily avail these benefits, as well as any form of any kind of grievance you submitted, they will also provide the solution on this portal. So you can have more information, more access to the information on this by visiting these portals, and can help you to easily avail all these benefits I have discussed. I did in site only, but you require to visit this portal when you are actually applying to all these schemes and programs. So this is some information from my side. I hope you find this information useful for your in your entrepreneurship journey. So thank you all of you. Thank you GLA for inviting me for this session. It was wonderful to be here, and thank you everyone. This is all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Satish sir. So there are a couple of questions from our learners during your session. So one of was, what is the full form of TIFAC, TIFSE? That was by Vidushi Goswami. Then I would unmute learners to ask questions directly to Satish sir so that he could address. So first I would ask Narendra Thakkar. Or yes, Narendra, you are audible.
Participants, please participate as much as you can. Please ask questions to sir as much as you can.
Hello, Satish sir. I have a question. That what are the benefits we are going to get if we export from India? Are there any benefits for MSME in the terms for export from India?
Export part would be taken care by DGFT, a department which comes under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. I covered schemes related to the MSME, but they are having a few programs, like single window system and different kind of incentivization program run by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. And particularly the startup and MSME, they are really very useful. They are providing, basically incentivizing, Indian export.
Okay,
Hello?
sir. Sir, like if
So,
we are
I
selling,
request if you can visit the website, DGFT website, you will get access to all these schemes and programs. Right now they're running, so that that will be very useful for you.
Learners, please ask question one by one. Do not ask in a continuous way so that we could also listen what sir is trying to say, Satish sir is trying to explain us. So, Sangam Srivastava, can you unmute yourself and ask the question? I have
नहीं कर रही हैं
हेलो
अंदर
सर
किचन में नीचे कर रही हूँ
Sangam is going ahead. Go ahead, Sangam.
sir, can you explain how can we get the detailed information about all these schemes?
So what I did, I integrated different ministries schemes on a single platform. What I can do, I will ask the organizer to provide these presentation to all of you. I will also share you some booklets of particular Ministry of MSME booklet about all these schemes and how to apply all these benefits. But like particular MSME schemes, you can visit the website, that is msme.go.in, and on this msme.go.in, you just go to the scheme column, schemes of MSME, and there you'll get the information about all these schemes. But because I incorporated other schemes, other ministry schemes also, so similarly you require to visit those ministries website also, like you require to visit Startup India Hub, startupindia.go.in. You require to visit Ministry of Science and Technology website,
Yes, sir.
dsp.gov.in. So by visiting this website, you can get all this information. But I think in my presentation, I combine all these information at a single platform. So I'll provide you this presentation and try to get add some more information so that you can easily access all these schemes. Apart from that, in case in future you are getting any difficulty, related to schemes, you can reach out to me on my LinkedIn profile. So I'm available on LinkedIn with the name Satish Kumar, Assistant Director, Ministry of MSME. So you can
Okay,
also
sir.
contact me on LinkedIn, and I will guide you there also. So you can put your
Th-
question message, and I can guide you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can I know what are the main types of business that can come under the MSME sector?
Well, MSME, there is no restriction to any kind of business if they are not into the negative list. Like if you want to set up a liquor shop, so that is a negative list. Okay, so that cannot be registered in the MSME category. If you want to, something which is not allowed by the government of India as per the policy or something, or maybe the state government policy, like some state government is not allowing to set up the casinos or something. Uh, Apart from that, any kind of business, any business which is allowable as per this central government or state government norms, you can set up, that is covered under the Ministry of under the MSME category, subject to the condition that their investment in plant and machinery should not be more than 50 crore, and their annual turnover should not be exceeding 250 crore. So even 97% of the industries come under the Ministry of under the MSME only. Like from the rickshaw, like ठेला वाला से लेकर जो बड़े बड़े enterprises है, everyone is covered under this MSME category. I hope I answer your question.
So next is Shivjit Khatre. Do you have any question?
Someone asked full form of the TIFAC. So basically, it's a technology information forecasting and assessment council. So that is major role is to doing the assessment of the technology.
Okay.
Basically, what is like you want to know the what are the technology will be required by the India. Maybe like in Delhi, we are getting lots of problem related to pollution, air pollution. So maybe we require a technology which can clean the air or something. So basically, they are doing the forecasting work, and assessment of the technology work. This is basically a autonomous body under the Ministry of Science and Technology.
Okay. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So I'll speak in Hindi because I like to speak in Hindi. So, okay. So I have few questions regarding the startup stuff. So मेरे पास दो plans है और मुझे इसे pitch करना है और मेरे पास ये funds नहीं है. तो मैं उसके लिए कैसे जा सकता हूँ मुझे जानना था. The first is मुझे एक IT based company start करनी है, app based company. राइट आई हैव कंप्लीट आइडिया मार्केट रिसर्च सब चीज मैंने रेडी करके रखी है बट आईटी टीम को हायर करने के लिए आई नीड फंड्स बिकॉज एक एप्लीकेशन बिल्ड करने के लिए काफी ज्यादा खर्चा आता है ऑलमोस्ट 1 CR तक के खर्चा आ रहा है और ये सर्विस बेस्ड पे है राइट सर्विस बेस्ड के लिए जो प्रधानमंत्री योजना जो है वो 20 लाख तक का ही लोन अप्रूव करता है सो मैं मुझे जो ज्यादा फंड चाहिए तो वो मैं कैसे ले सकता हूँ और एप्लीकेशन बिल्ड करने में टाइम जाता है राइट तो मेरे को ऑब्वियसली बात है वो जो लोन के हिसाब से जो पैसा मिल रहा है उसका लोन भी रिपे करना होगा जी जी
Well, in your case, because you are developing some app-based, setup, and I think for the right way to, set up your enterprise and looking for the funding, I think go through some incubator. And in your case, because it's an application-based, information technology-based, I think you can approach to any incubator set up by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. They are having a METI startup hub. So better way you can approach to through METI startup hub, that is in New Delhi only. And if you want, then I can provide you their details, their CEO detail. I can provide you. You can write an email to their CEO, and they will connect you. Their incubator. Like right now, they are having two schemes: Genesis and another is Samriddh program. And through that program, you can join any incubator, and through the incubator, you just apply for this funding because you will be able to get some grant also in the form of grant also for the development of some prototype or something. And then second stage you can get loan also that will be also applied through the incubator. So I think that will be better way to approach. Maybe when you scale up, when you are having some depth and you are running for you operationalize a business for some years, then you can approach to the banks for scale up your business.
ओके सो एक्चुअली मैं
You
इंजीनियरिंग
can
ड्रॉप
visit,
आउट
if you can Google is startup, Mighty Startup Hub, and you'll get all the contact details, and you can write to them, your problem. You can write down to them, and they will provide you with. They will be, right person to, solve your, problem.
Okay. So I have, sir, I have experience of 10 years in fitness industry. Okay. And मैं ड्रॉप आउट हूँ इंजीनियरिंग ड्रॉप आउट हूँ और अभी मैं राइट नाउ बीकॉम कर रहा हूँ और जब मैं लोन के लिए जब मैं बैंक्स में जाता हूँ तो रिजेक्ट हो जाता बिकॉज आई एम नॉट ग्रेजुएट एंड दूसरी चीज एजेंट की तरफ जाओ तो कमीशन का ये आता है मैनेजर पैसा मांगता है जितना भी हम अप्रूव करेंगे आपको पैसा उसमें जो कुछ परसेंट चाहिए तो उसको कैसे डील करें और मैं इसके खिलाफ हूँ और ये चीज
Well,
हो रही है लिटरली मैं 5 बैंक्स में गया हूँ ठीक है 2 एजेंट्स के थ्रू गया हूँ और ये चीज मेरे को फेस करनी पड़ रही है। सब्सिडी लेना है 3 साल के बाद, जो प्रधानमंत्री योजना के जो ये है, तो उसमें 3 साल तक के आपको लोन पे करना होता है। उसके बाद में आपको सब्सिडी जो 35%, 25% जो सब्सिडी मिलती है, उसको भी अवेल कराने के लिए मेरे को एक एजेंट के थ्रू जाना पड़ रहा है कि वो मेरे को हेल्प करेगा पैसा निकालने में, और उस पे वो कमीशन खाएगा।
वेल, इसमें आप दो तरह की अप्रोचेस हो सकती हैं आपके लिए।
हम्म।
पहला है कि जो हमारा पीएमजीपी, क्योंकि मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एमएसएमई का ही पार्ट है,
हम्म।
आप जब कर रहे हैं तो हमारे लिए ना, हमने हमारे हर स्टेट के अंदर हमारे अपने एमएसएमई के ऑफिसेस हैं, और
ओके।
वो लोग भी हैंड होल्डिंग सपोर्ट देते हैं ये इन स्कीम्स का को अवेल कराने के लिए। हो सकता है
ओके।
कि पहले आपने जो प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट ही बनाई हो, क्योंकि जनरली होता है कि मार्केट में किसी से आप बनाते हो कॉपी पेस्टेड रिपोर्ट होती हैं,
हम्म।
और बैंक जनरली रिजेक्ट कर देता हूँ एप्लीकेशंस को, क्योंकि वो
हम्म।
जो आपका दे आर दीज रिपोर्ट्स आर रेडीमेड रिपोर्ट्स, दे आर नॉट सुटेबल रिपोर्ट्स फॉर योर ओन आइडिया और ओन बिजनेसेस।
हम्म।
सो बेटर अगर अगर आप कहाँ रहते हैं, दिल्ली में रहते हैं, कहाँ रहते हैं आप?
मैं पुणे में रहता हूँ।
तो पुणे में रहते हैं तो हमारा ऑफिस मुंबई में है, पुणे से पास में ही है। तो आप एमएसएमई का जो ऑफिस है, एमएसएमई फैसिलिटेशन ऑफ डेवलपमेंट एंड फैसिलिटेशन ऑफिस मुंबई है। पुणे में भी उसका ब्रांच है, पर पुणे में फुल टाइम नहीं बैठते वो लोग। तो जब वो लोग पुणे में बैठे हो तब आप उनको अप्रोच कर सकते हैं, या आप मुझे लिंक्डइन पे कीजिएगा कांटेक्ट, मैं आपको कनेक्ट करा दूंगा। अदरवाइज आप हमारा वेबसाइट है, उस पर आपको एड्रेस मिल जाएगा जो महाराष्ट्र में हमारे ऑफिस हैं। तो आप हमारे गवर्नमेंट की जो ऑफिस है उनके थ्रू अप्रोच कीजिए, ठीक है ना। वहाँ कोई हैंड होल्डिंग करने का या बैंक से कनेक्ट कराने का कोई चार्जेस नहीं लगता है, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट होता है सारा काम वहाँ पर उनके थ्रू अप्रोच कीजिए। अगर आपकी प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट में कोई कमी है, ठीक है ना, क्योंकि वो असेस करेंगे कि प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट में ऐसा तो नहीं है, बैंक अगर रिजेक्ट कर रहा है तो दे हैव टू साइट सम रीजंस, ठीक है। हो सकता है आपका ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट ठीक ना हो, उसमें आपने जो प्रोजेक्शन दिया है या मशीनरी कॉस्ट दिया है, आपने क्या उसको ओवर प्राइस कर दिया है, बहुत सारे रीजंस हो सकते हैं। तो आप जो हमारी गवर्नमेंट की एजेंसीज हैं, आई सजेस्ट कि आप उनके थ्रू अप्रोच कीजिए, एंड दे विल गाइड यू ऑल्सो कि कैसे उसको आगे बढ़ना है। अगर आपके प्रोजेक्ट में कुछ है, यानी और भी अलग स्टेज पे आपको रॉ मटेरियल चाहिए, आपको कनेक्शन चाहिए, आपको मार्केट एक्सेस चाहिए, तो वहां पर भी आपको हेल्प करेंगे। तो एक कंटिन्यूसली सपोर्ट मिलेगा। तो हमारा जो एमएसएमई के जो ऑफिस हैं उनके थ्रू अगर अप्रोच करेंगे ज़्यादा बेटर रहेगा। दूसरा, मैंने मेटी स्टार्टअप हब का बताई है, जो गवर्नमेंट की खुद की एजेंसीज हैं, उनके थ्रू जाइए, ज़्यादा बेटर रहेगा। आप अगर किसी बाहर किसी एजेंट के थ्रू जा रहे हैं तो डेफिनेटली आई कैन नॉट कमेंट ऑन दैट मॉडल।
ओके। एंड जो प्रधानमंत्री योजना के लिए जो सर्विस बेस्ड स्टार्टअप के लिए जो सॉरी बिजनेस के लिए जो लोन मिलता है सर, उसमें प्रोसेस प्रोसेस करते समय आपके पास लैंड होना जरूरी है फर्स्ट इसमें, या फिर आपको जैसे मुझे अगर कोई जगह पे कुछ चीज ओपन करनी है, मेरा कुछ सर्विस के लिए मैं जगह देख रहा हूँ और वहां पर मुझे स्टार्ट करना है, तो मुझे जगह का रेंट एग्रीमेंट या इसकी जो होना चाहिए जरूरी है, या फिर मैं फर्स्ट प्लान कर सकता हूँ और
आंसर
इतना
है
तक
इसका
पहुंच
यस।
जाएगा? हाँ,
जी,
ओके।
आंसर इसका यस है। क्योंकि जहां पर ही आप बिजनेस ऑपरेशन की बैंक, जब आपका प्राइमरी लेवल पे आपका प्रोजेक्ट डीपीआर अप्रूव होता है, तो बैंक के ऑफिशियल विजिट करते हैं आपकी इस जगह को, देखते हैं कि वहां
ओके।
पर कुछ है भी, सेटअप है भी कि नहीं है। तो
ओके।
आपको जब वो या तो आपके अपने नाम पर लैंड हो या लीज हो या रेंट एग्रीमेंट हो, कुछ ना कुछ आपको दिखाना पड़ेगा जहां भी आपका वो ऑपरेशन कर रहे हैं। तो दे वांट टू एंश्योर कि एक्चुअली आप बिजनेस करने के लिए लोन ले रहे हैं, ऐसे नहीं है कि आपने लोन लिया और उसके बाद आप यू नो तो बैंक वांट टू एंश्योर, दे वांट टू सिक्योर द कैपिटल। तो हाँ, इसमें रिक्वायरमेंट रहेगा बिल्कुल आपका, या तो आपका लैंड हो आपके नाम पर, जो जहां पर आप बिजनेस ऑपरेशन शुरू कर रहे हैं। अगर आपके नाम पर वो लीज पर हो या कोई एग्रीमेंट हो आपका, वो आपको बैंक को दिखाना पड़ेगा।
और सर अगर सपोज ये एक फर्स्ट स्कीम हमने उसका बेनिफिट उठाया और हमारा अगर बिजनेस फेल हो गया, ठीक है, बट स्टिल अगर दूसरे बिजनेस के लिए हमें लोन चाहिए, तो मिलता है लोन, या गवर्नमेंट की एक बार आपने कोई सब्सिडी यूज, आपने कोई एक प्लान यूज कर लिया उसके बाद में भी यूज ना कर दूसरे बेनिफिट्स नहीं ले सकते, वैसा कुछ है?
नहीं, अगर आप पर्टिकुलर लोन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, तो
हम्म।
जनरली वैन आप डिफॉल्ट करते हैं लोन वगैरह में, तो आपका जो एक रेटिंग होती है,
हम्म।
सिविल स्कोर होता है, उस पर इसका फर्क पड़ता है। तो
ओके।
बैंक्स के अपने भी एक नॉर्म्स होते हैं। जनरली जो मैंने देखा है, 7.5 से अगर आपका 750 से अगर आपका नीचे है सिविल स्कोर, तो आपको बैंक जनरली डिनाई करता है लोन, बिकॉज आप एक सीरियल डिफॉल्टर हैं।
हम्म।
वहां पर हाँ, वो सारी चीजें आपकी मैटर करती हैं, कि अगर आप बहुत ज्यादा सीरियल डिफॉल्टर हैं तो बैंक विल बी रेलिंगटेंट टू गिव, अगर इतना जनरस नहीं होगा अगर 7.5 से भी आपका नीचे है स्कोर। मतलब जनरली दिस इज नॉट अ क्राइटेरिया, बट दिस इज अ प्रैक्टिस अडॉप्टेड बाय दी बैंक्स।
सर अगर लेकिन मैं अगर कंपनी प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी फॉर्म कर रहा हूँ और फर्म के बेस पे अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ तब?
वेल, अब मैं इसको आई सजेस्ट कि आपके जो है ना, जो क्वेश्चन है इसको अलग से हम लोग कर लेंगे, बिकॉज विल नॉट हैव अभी डिस्कशन के लिए वन बाय वन। आप एक काम कीजिए, अपना स्टार्ट कीजिए, जो जैसे आपको इश्यूज आते हैं देन यू कैन अप्रोच टू आर दीज एजेंसीज, जो गवर्नमेंट की एजेंसीज हैं, देन दे कैन हेल्प यू इन दैट पार्ट।
सर अगर आप अपना लिंक्डइन आईडी शेयर कर पाए तो काफी अच्छा होगा।
I ask Professor Nidhi madam to share my, if she can share my LinkedIn here on the that your group, or maybe on here, so that you can join me on my LinkedIn network, and जो भी आपके issue आते हैं, you can message me and I will reply you back.
Thank you so much, sir.
Surely, sir, I'll share your LinkedIn profile with all the learners.
Yeah, thank you, Nidhi.
Thank you, all the learners, and I think we have run out of time, and you all have multiple questions, and they are very interesting questions, and sir has tried to address most of all these questions. So on behalf of GLA University, I take this opportunity to thank and so, with a heart full of gratitude and admiration, as we conclude this enlightening session with Sri Satish Kumar sir. Today, we were privileged to be in the presence of a visionary leader whose expertise in intellectual property rights has illuminated our minds and inspired our learners to the new heights. So, Sri Satish Kumar sir, your profound insights, extensive experience, and unwavering commitment to the advancement of the MSMEs have left an indelible mark on all of us. Your dedication to driving innovation and fostering a conducive environment of growth resonates deeply with our mission at GLA University. We are immensely grateful for the invaluable knowledge and wisdom you shared with us today. Your keynote address has not only broadened our understanding about the MSMEs, but also inspired a lot of learners or whatever ideas they were having, how to bring into the practical world, or how they can start proof of concept, or where to approach, how to connect. So they have got all these ideas. So on behalf of the entire GLA University Online community, I extend our heartfelt thanks to Sri Satish Kumar sir for gracing us with his presence and for imparting his invaluable insights. Your contributions will continue to guide us as we embark on our journey towards excellence and innovation. Thank you once again, sir, for your illuminating talk and for being a beacon of inspiration to all of us.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, please.
So I thank all the learners and faculty members and the respected dignitaries who have been with us during the session. And we would love to hear from you or receive your messages. And Satish Kumar sir is very open, and he has asked everyone that we could reach out to him through his LinkedIn profile. So we are very grateful to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Schedule the class.
Thank you, sir. I also extend my grateful thanks to you and from the entire events team. It has been a very insightful session for our learners. And we really thank you for giving your valuable time to us. Thank you from the entire GLA University.